Austria now. First of all, I want to introduce myself. I'm head teacher of a business vocational college since more than 15 years. I have about 400 students aged 14 to 19 years, and I'm the boss of about 50 teachers. What I have studied is business, and that is why I'm teaching business subjects as well, using CLIL, which means Content and Language Integrated Learning. And I'm one of the partners of the Erasmus Plus project, Social Entrepreneurship. I want to tell you something about the educational system in Austria. From 3 to 6 years, children go to the kindergarten. 1 year is mandatory and for free. Up from 6 to 10, primary school, from 10 to 14, secondary school, and from 14 to 18, there are 2 possibilities to go to grammar school, where you get a general education, which leads to university only. On the other hand, 2/3 of the 42,000 alumni in 2018 go to attend a business or technical college, where they get access to universities as well, but also to the labor market. Only half of them go to universities, the others apply for a job. And the unemployment rate of these young people is close to 0. So let's start in the kindergarten now. There is none of any topics in the curriculum of Austrian kindergartens, so it depends on the kindergarten teacher how much mostly she prepares children for daily life. But all of the children make excursions to companies and, for example, to banks on the World Saving Day. In primary schools, there is a subject called general science, where financial education is a small part of it. Topics they deal with are, for example, economic basic needs, the working world, or earning and spending of money. And the Austrian National Bank supports, for example, the project Euro Kids Tour. In secondary school, financial education is part of the subject Geography and Economics, and it is mandatory every year for all children. And now there are topics like market and economic cycle, the link between production and consumption, supply and demand, or the influence on prices. And the Austrian National Bank as well offers workshops like Euroactive or the Euro Logo Tour, or challenges like Youth and Money or the Euro Quiz. At grammar school, financial education still continues in the subject Geography and Economics, and it tries to give economic competence to the pupils in topics like economic politics and the effects, budget, the business location Austria, globalization, chances and risks. But it depends on how, if the teacher is willing to teach a lot about financial things, because he can choose a little bit, and sometimes the teachers are teachers with the subject geography, and economy is only a small part and they are not that interested in. But there is one school type where you can find really financial education. These are the commercial colleges, like my school is one. We have about 158 hours in 5 years, so about 32 per week. And more than 40% of them are business lessons. So our subjects are, for example, business administration, economics, accounting, controlling, IT, or business behavior as well. And in addition, we offer a special branch, a special education through our College for Digital Business, where we have a combination of business subjects and IT, like software development, network management, So you can see it, sorry, I forgot. Internet multimedia and content management, for example. And all our students at the age of 17 have to take part in junior companies where they run their own company for 1 year. If they make a profit, it belongs to them. If there is a loss, their parents who have invested about 10 euros lose their money. And the students create their own business idea and sell their products, for example, at Christmas markets, which now begin, or at open days at school. The next step at 18 is that the students have to work in a training firm for 3 hours per week. The companies are virtual ones, so they do not have real products or services, and they do not send really money, but they have a bank account, and they even have to pay taxes, fictive taxes, to the government. There are about 850 training firms all around Austria, and they build a big net of business activities. For example, we have one company which sells electric power, or another one which sells controlling consultancy. And the training firms change the employees each year, and the management as well, because the next class is coming. So they finish it in one school year, but the company still exists. And for all of our students, it is obligatory to do an internship of 300 hours or 8 weeks during their holidays in summer. They have to work in an office, and this is obligatory that they can pass the final exam. And some of the students do the program EBBD, the European Business Baccalaureate Diploma, and they have to go abroad for a work placement for 4 weeks. And last year, many of them were in Spain because my students learn Spanish, and some of them in the UK or in other English-speaking countries. The final step of our education in my school is writing a graduation work in business topics, topics like transport management, like app programming, organization, or marketing. And the students have to present their work in public, and there is even a kind of defensio, which is part of the final exam. So my last point is financial education at universities. There is no difference to other European countries. We have universities which are more general or theoretical, and as well universities of applied science, where internships and studying abroad is included in the program. At least I want to make a little summary for our 3 countries, Romania, Czech Republic, and Austria. We can see that all participating countries have financial education under focus regarding to the guidelines of OECD 2015. All of them start in kindergarten. You can find financial topics all over the curriculums, and commercial colleges still exist in all these countries. And all universities offer a very wide range of business studies. The main supporters of disseminations are always banks, especially the national banks. So at the end, if there are any questions, do not hesitate to contact us in the break. Thanks.
Thank you. Now Andrés González will wrap up the group presentations, please, shortly, and then we will have the presentation by
muchas gracias a mis compañeras y socias del proyecto. Como hemos hecho un somero repaso al tratamiento que hemos observado en los diferentes currículos relativos a cómo se trabaja en estos países la educación financiera, podemos sacar ciertas conclusiones, aunque sea desde una perspectiva meramente comparativa. Y no en vano, y no es casualidad que Austria, por ejemplo, encabece los resultados en tasas de alfabetización financiera según PISA 2015. De los países germánicos son los que mejor resultado obtienen en competencia financiera para los alumnos de 15 años que se evalúa esta competencia. Luego estarían los países del sur, que ya José Antonio Molina ha explicado un poco el tratamiento en el currículo en la sesión anterior de cómo se trata la educación financiera en España. República Checa, como representante de los países del este, que son los que siguen después de los germánicos, después de Austria y Suecia y Alemania, en obtener los mejores resultados son los países del este, y los que peor resultados obtienen en tasa de alfabetización financiera son los que más recientemente se han incorporado a la Unión Europea, concretamente pues Chipre en 2004 o Bulgaria o Rumanía en 2007, concretamente Rumanía, lo siento por Valentina, es el país que lidera la cola en tasas de alfabetización financiera. Para concluir rápidamente, simplemente las conclusiones de nuestro estudio. Pues compartimos en que la reflexión de Hauswiesner de que pocas evaluaciones educativas, siempre hemos hecho esa agrupación de países y hemos escudriñado en sus currículums para ver buenas prácticas, pero pocas evaluaciones educativas, como bien digo, cumplen los estándares de los enfoques experimentales. Además, los impactos estimados pueden ser confundidos a menos que la evaluación esté perfectamente estructurada, con lo cual los resultados siempre y los análisis que hemos realizado hay que sopesarlos en su justa medida y teniendo en cuenta estas circunstancias. Por otro lado, parece que aumentando el nivel de educación financiera de la población, nos hemos dado cuenta que mejora el nivel de bienestar en nuestros países. Los países que incluyen los currículos de enseñanza secundaria, tanto de forma transversal como disciplinar, obtienen mejores resultados en el informe PISA. No resulta eficaz aplicar enfoques indiscriminados. Antes hemos puesto el ejemplo de Suecia, donde todas las iniciativas público-privadas están coordinadas buscando complementariedad y sinergias. Y digo, están coordinadas por la Autoridad Nacional, por el Banco Central de Suecia. Y sin embargo, en España, por ejemplo, sí que existen muchas iniciativas, muchas de ellas nacen ya desenfocadas, ¿no? Hay que evitar el desenfoque. Es necesaria una reflexión previa del marco de la necesidad y de toda la construcción de los programas, y yo creo que es un buen ejemplo, bueno hacer pues, el proyecto Edufinet. Pues por mi parte ya no...